All right, now, who am I to pile on this whole Marco Rubio water thing? But seeing as others in the media won't let go, allow me to flip it around and warn, you could be the guy who's ending up all wet. Because I can remember many laughing at this obscure Arkansas governor for that tad-long nominating speech of his for Michael Dukakis in 1988.
In closing,
and remember the media field day when their favorite nemesis of all time, Richard Nixon, supposedly imploded his career after losing a bid to become California governor only 2 short years after losing the presidency.
Just think how much you're going to be missing. You don't have Nixon to kick around anymore.
But they did. And I can remember when they laughed at that wimp, George Bush, even though he was a war hero. When they ribbed Ronald Reagan as a clueless actor, even though his political astuteness was no act. I'm told the media did the same in its day to Abraham Lincoln, a man who reportedly couldn't measure up to his rivals, only to end up leading that jaw-dropping team of those rivals. Apparently, the media also had a field day with this guy, Grover Cleveland, and charges that he fathered an illegitimate child, the kind of stuff you would think would ruin a career, but not his, not then. So some cold water on journalists who deny this cold hard fact. Those you try to dismiss today have a habit of coming back and ruining your day. Bill Clinton laughed off that wandering speech of his in 1988.
The press kind of jumped on you pretty good. You think unfairly or what? I made a series of jokes, as you know, the next night.
the truth is that I did it on purpose. I always wanted to be on the show in the worst way.
You know, memory serves me right. I think he went on to something a few years later. I could be wrong. Just like his wimpy predecessor, who could never win the White House, but did, and that clueless B-movie actor who could never win the role of a lifetime, but did big twice. Now, you would think, lesson learned now, they who get laughed at often have the last laugh. So be careful saying Marco's a zero for grasping some H2O. Maybe the media's disproportionate interest in his parched lips, rather than what was coming out of those lips, proves it is Marco's critics who are thirsting for a clue. Because how is it Marco can have a good laugh at his own expense, unless maybe, he senses he'll have the last laugh at his critics' expense? All I know is this guy's still laughing, and I suspect those who thought he'd drown in their attacks are the ones who'll be flailing.